because you're still trying to prove to people you are who he said you are. There are those of you who are putting on, and you're putting on for people, and you're not going to get what God will have you to get as long as you're putting on. When you are thriving, you don't speak the same level as people who are surviving. It's just a different level. Like, it's just different talk. Amen. And so what's crazy is there's some individuals that was dogging Dion out for telling my man, who was the commentator, he kept stopping him like, yo, bro, talk like you normally talk to me.
Football coach, Coach Prime. Coach, how you feeling today?
No, straight up.
I always ask you how you feeling.
You was not talking like that just 2 minutes ago. Can you do the interview? Can you come in like you normally sound?
I just want to be clear and concise.
And professional?
Yes, sir.
So being you is not professional?
Well, I mean, I can't say, hey, what's up, Cole? I can't do that.
I ain't asked you to do that. I just want you to be you.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Let me start over.
Right.
All right. Joining me is Jackson State Coach Prime. Is that the same?
Dog, it's the same. Like, just be you. Just try your best to be you.
Okay. All right. I thought I was doing that. But anyway, I want to just ask you, you feeling okay?
See, like, if I say, man, what's up, Rob J? That's me. What's up, Rob J? You know the difference? Did you see the difference? That's what you do. And I don't know who you trying to please out there, but I just want you to try your best to be you.
He was like, what you doing? He's like, when they turn the camera on, you start talking different. Like, talk to me like you was talking to me a minute ago. Like, be your authentic self is what he was trying to say. He was just saying, be you. And my man was like, well, I'm being professional. He said, well, you not professional. Like, you are professional. What type of professional are you trying to be? Listen to me. You cannot go viral. I want to use today's language. You can't go viral not being your authentic self. You got to be your authentic self to go viral. Does that make sense? So I'm going to start all over before I get into my message today. There are those of you who are putting on, and you're putting on for people, and you're not going to get what God will have you to get as long as you're putting on. Just be your authentic self. Now, here's what happens. I'm going to be real. Here's what happens when you're your authentic self. You're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to lose a lot of people, but you're going to gain people who will ride or die. Does that make sense? I was telling Jeremy earlier, we had a one-on-one sit down. God is about to help me to use my whatever to help him get to another level. And I was like, Jeremy, there's a thing called the law of diminishing returns. It's like, people say to me, my son used to say, Dad, I want to be a millionaire. I said, what you want to be a millionaire for? You trying to help people, or is it for you? Because it's for you, you only need 250,000. I'm just being real. If you want to be rich, you only need 250,000. You start getting over that, the government you in a different tax bracket, and the government about to beat you upside your head. I'm just being real. If you make $1 million, you ain't gonna keep it about 500 something thousand. They about to take half of that. They getting 40%, and then there's some other taxes at the end that you probably gonna have about 5,000. I said, son, you want to be right about 257,000 and be under the radar. You don't want to get over that, because now the IRS is looking at you as you are of interest to them. Right? You want to keep it right there. Does that make sense? So the law of diminishing returns says you do so much and you not get nothing in return for it. Like, there's a limit. So I want you to understand something. You got to hear me. You don't need to do nothing else but be God's child to get what he has for you. I got to get this through your head before I give you the lesson today. You got to get this, because you're actually killing you. You're the one that's messing you up. You're the one. I told a group yesterday, there's nothing you can do to prove yourself to God. What you're doing is trying to prove yourself to you. You ain't about to prove nothing to God that he don't know. He says, for I know the plans that I have for you, said the Lord of hosts. I know the plans that I have for you. You don't know them. I know them. And if me and you would get on the same page, I could do what I'm trying to. Does that make sense? Man. You're not about to convince God that you know different than who you are. He knows who you are. If you would just realize who you are and embrace it, he could finally give you his plan. But he can't give you his plan when you this version of you. So all you really have to do is develop and he will deliver. Come on, write that down. Write that down. As you develop, God is going to deliver more of the plan. The reason why you don't have a full plan is because you ain't fully developed. God can't deliver to you what he wants to deliver to you because you're not developed to the level you need to be developed to get the stuff, and you chasing the stuff when all you need to chase is development. And as you develop, that's why I got very few followers on Instagram. It's people telling jokes. They got 10 million followers. They telling jokes. They got 10 million. They telling jokes. I could tell some more jokes and get the numbers up, but I'm not interested in making people laugh. Ain't nothing funny. We live in a society right now, ain't nothing funny. I'm gonna be telling you jokes. So I'm gonna talk development talk. Why? Because a small group of people are ready to get developed. But once you get developed, then God delivers. There. I love it. I love it. Here's the last one. Before we go to the word, God told me to tell you, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And you don't know when you're gonna die, so stop acting like you know. That's what God told me to tell you. He told me to tell you, some of y'all, if you knew you only had 3 years left, you'd live differently. He told me to tell you to live like you're going to die and stop living like you're going to live forever, because you're not. Stop. I told y'all the story when my grandmother passed. My grandma been well her whole life. She was 92 almost. She was weeks away from 93. My father called me, my auntie called me like, grandma in the hospital. I'm like, bet. And the way they said it was like, your grandma in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never been sick. She going to be out. That's how they said it, like, grandma good. I was like, bet. Grandma called, hey, baby, how you doing? I was like, all right, grandma, how you doing? Right? And so my father was like, she about to go into surgery, right? But she ain't never been sick. She about to go into surgery. The doctor said, it's good. My grandma called me. I should have knew something was up. I was in Chicago. I was there. And my wife was like, you probably need to go see your grandma. I'm like, nah, I'll see her when she get out. I'll see her. God told me to tell you, you're going to die. And there's nothing you could do about it. Now you can keep eating right, but you can eat right if you want to. You're not going to make it to 200. Keep doing push-ups. You good, but you're not going to live to be 200. So don't stop doing what you're doing, because that's going to help the quality of your life. But he told me you can't make your life go to 300 or 200. You're going to die. And some of us are going to die not because of us. Some of us are going to die because some other fool was drunk and hit us. So some of you not even going to die because of you. You're going to die because of somebody else's decisions. And my grandma called me just before we went into surgery. I should have knew something wrong. My grandma said, baby, I need your spirit. You know, grandma don't like to be sick, but I need your spirit. I need your motivation. You're the one in the family that got that. And it was an eerie, whatever, weird kind of thing. But I was just like, she never been sick before, so she doing her thing. My father called me and was like, yo, she got out of surgery. They said she good. She just need to recover. I was like, bang. And then my father called me hours later and like, your grandma, it was weird. He didn't even say she was dead. He was just like, your grandma had some complications. I was like, oh, okay, what kind? You know what I'm saying? Constipation, complications. Like, what kind of complications is she having? He was like, no, complications. I was like, bruh, we grown. Like, what? Do I need to get in the car? Do I need to come? Like, what? He's like, no, she didn't make it. I said, she didn't make what? She didn't make what? He was like, she gone. I said, what? For some of us in this room, you may only have a year. We may only have 2, 3. I don't know. But God told me to tell you, when you leave here, stop acting like you got 20. Stop acting like you got 30. And develop as quick as you can so that you can get what God has for you as long as you can. Am I talking to somebody? Listen to me. I'm mad at Eric Thomas because it took me so long to get my stuff right. So let me just put it like this. Watch this. I want to show you something. I could have been on this. I want to ask, how many of you that if I would have waited another 10, 15 years to get right with God, you may not have gotten a hold of my gift online? And I just want to, can I just be real? Can I just be real? Like, I just want to show you what I'm trying to tell you. What if I still would be trying to work it out and trying to get developed? What if I was still getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 3 with God? What if I didn't change and get my marriage right? Didn't try to become a better father? What if I didn't change and develop and become this version of me? For some of you, where that message that you got, that I wouldn't have been able to give that message because I wouldn't be me, and you didn't get that message at that time, and you would have leave here knowing that you may not have years. You may not have double digits. So whatever needs to be done in that time frame, do it. Because not only does it affect you, your development affects other people's delivery. I need you to hold on to that one. I'm going to say that one more time. Your personal development impacts the lives of other people's delivery. If you don't get developed, they don't get what God has for them. Does that make sense? I'm talking to somebody. Does that make sense? All right. Is it dark? You can't see me? I don't know. Or is it just deep and right now you're trying to reflect on it? Okay, good. Whatever. Because I just want to like you quiet. Okay. But if you focus, that's all. That's okay. I get it. That part I get. All right. So let's go to the word. I wrote it down. God told me to write it down. So the first one is an R. Write that down. The first one is an R. It's crazy. God gave it to me. The first thing God told me to do was, God told me to tell you that the first thing, these are 4 things that you have to do today. These are 4 instructions. It's not preaching or speaking. This is instructions. The first thing he told me to tell you to do is get to the root. Write it down. I wrote this stuff down. Stop doing leave work, he told me to tell you. Stop doing leave work and branch work and do root work. That's what he told me to tell you. That some of you, and it's not a problem, but some of you are going to get surgery, like you're enhancing your physical fit. Some of you are in the gym and you're working out. He told me to tell you that's okay, but stop doing leaf work and branch work and do root work. Told me to tell you, stop doing leaf work. Some of you doing leaf work. There's nothing wrong with leaf work if you're doing root work, but he said you're not doing root work. So I'm not suggesting you don't like enhance yourself, but he told me to tell you that when you fix the leaves, it's not about to fix the tree. So I need you to measure yourself. And here's the biggest problem. How do you know if you're growing or not if you're not measuring yourself? So I need you every day. Don't be scared. And I'm not going to lie. Some days I get on the scale and I know I ran and I worked out, but I had the blueberry muffin and I already know what the bread does to me, but I got to get on there anyway. So every single day, I want you to measure yourself and I want you to be honest, right? And here's the thing. We're so narcissistic that you measuring yourself on your own measure and it don't work. Like you can't say, I don't feel like I gained weight today. You can't do that. You got to really get on the scale. You can't say you feel like. So me and my wife we've been out of town quite a bit, right? We're trying to stay out of the winter months. And I promise y'all, I was eating right, but I wasn't really working out. And I had got on the scale at the hotel because my wife got on the scale and she told me what she weighed. And I was like, man, whatever. So I got on it and was like, man, it's junk. This some old hotel foolishness. You know what I'm saying? It's some old hotel foolishness, bro. This is electronic. They ain't even got right batteries in this joint. This joint is broke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even on this right here. And then I got to the crib and got on my scale. They was real close. I was like, look, I ain't lying. I got off, grabbed something heavy and put it on that joint. It's like, okay, we got to reset this. This ain't right. Took it off, got back on that joint. It was the same thing. I was like, man. I was measuring in my mind, not on a real measurement. And if you measure on a real measurement, you're going to know if you're growing or not. It is what it is. You run a mile and you clock it, it's going to tell you. So a lot of y'all at the same place you were last year because you keep measuring you. You keep measuring yourself and you sweet to yourself. So I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to have an accountability partner who could be real with you and get a real one. Don't play games with it. All right. All right. So here's the last one I need you to do. This is going to take you a long time. Right. So I want you to do it every 30 days. I want you to come back and ask yourself in turn. Look, first I need you to master you. So do me a favor, go get your penny, go get cups or mason glass, just get whatever. And I want you to put you, right? Master you, right? Master your money, master your craft, Just everything you could think of that's a part of who you are, I want you to master it. So I need you to listen to me. I need you to master, not just do. Some of y'all doing what you're doing, and I had a conversation with LaShawna yesterday, right? And I was like, okay, LaShawna, I got it. I see I can help people. Here's the problem with some of you. And look, this is it. And I got something I want y'all to help me with. I said, I get it now. People who did good in school, the way tell me how they reward y'all when you're in school. They give you a sticker. How you feel when you get that sticker though? You feel good when you get that sticker. How else do they grade you? Numbers. They give you you see the 3.5 and you go to the crib like, here, mom. Mom like, you got 3.5. I'm so proud of you. You like, boom. I said, I get it now. See, I didn't do well in school, so I never got the stickers and stuff. But when I was homeless, the only way they reward you when you're homeless is you got to execute. You got to survive. We don't get stickers for surviving. Nobody affirms you because you survive. But the way you know you sweet when you homeless is you woke up and then nobody kill you. You got to get what I'm saying. Like maybe y'all don't know it, but when I used to be homeless, we had to go from house to house. Why? Because people were scoping you out when you were in that house. And so they would watch me go in houses. So I knew I could only stay for so many days. And once I stayed too long and I came back, they took all my stuff. So I learned on the street, the school of hard knocks, that in the real world, you don't get stickers and you don't get grades. The only way you know you succeeded is if you survive, if you execute. So I said, I get it. Some of you are not successful because you think effort is success. I got it. You think because you put in 40 hours that you're supposed to get some because you put in 40. It don't work like that in the school of hard knocks. They don't care how many hours you put. They just want to see the execution. So you feeling in your spirit like, yo, but I did just as much as he did. I studied just as much as he studied. It doesn't matter. You just got to execute. So for some of y'all, didn't mean to do me a favor. Like scratch off effort. Effort don't count no more. Effort don't pay bills. Effort don't get your kids through school. They need a check. So you proud of your effort. No more effort. Mastery is the only thing. That's it. That's it. Only mastery. Why? Because they played us. They put us in school for 12 years and most of us still couldn't pass those tests. So they gave you all those grades, but then you couldn't pass the test when it was showtime. Then they just wasted 14, 15, 16 years of your life. Because when you needed it, you couldn't produce when it was showtime. So you just the same as the person that didn't go to school. Y'all got the same results. If I paid you all that money and we get the same like if I went to all that school and I can't pass the test and you didn't go to school and you can't pass the test, the world I come from, we the same. You just feel you better because you got stuff on the wall. But the results are the same. You didn't pass, I didn't pass. It's the same results. But you feel good because since you were a child, people rewarded you for not executing, but they rewarded you for trying real hard. And so now you want me to do that. And in the real world, they don't do that. They only reward you when you can execute. So you must master. That's the last one. What's your motives? Measure it. Get somebody that can help you to measure. And then the last one, you have to master it or you're going to be extinct. They're going to get rid of you and replace you. If you can't master it, they gon' get it, right? All right. So real quick, come on, somebody, let's give me a couple people, tell me what I told you to do, and then I got something I need you to help me with. The mason jars. That go your jars. So they go to jars. So master yourself. So whatever your craft is, put it in there. So whatever you do. So I speaker. So write on a piece of paper, speaker. Drop it in there. At the end of the month, see how many gigs you did. I mean, we're going to make it hard. I'm sorry. See, I got a GED. I thought I explained myself. I apologize. So you're just going to put it in there. All the gigs you do, you're going to put them in there. And at the end of the month, you're going to pull the gigs out and you're going to see how many. Now, if you did 20 gigs, don't get excited because then I want you to flip it over and tell me how much money you made.
And if you couldn't pay your rent, you need to hurry. You ain't mastered it. We got some work to do. And what happens when you don't master something? You go back. I told you I was just at the school system, and I saw teachers who loved the work I do. They were talking about how great it was, and they were in front of people, and they wanted to make me look good, but I saw them get stuck. They was like, we don't want to betray Eric, but we got to tell the truth. And the truth is, we did what you told us to do, E, but after 3 or 4 weeks, we got stuck. And then I realized, I do what I do so naturally. And because I didn't